but you're doing it on your net and not your gross. So now on a piece of paper, everybody got some paper? I want you to write your gross income down. Because I want to show you some things. In the gross income is what you're judged by when you buy a house. I want to write that down. Or if you buy a car. If you get a loan. If you need an advancement. Everything that you need is based on your gross, not your net that you take home. Are y'all with me? So it's the same thing when you're talking to people. You want them to learn how to understand they can live on their gross. Are y'all hear me? Mm-hmm. Because if you can show somebody how to live on their gross, banks, credit cards, everything's judged on your gross, not what you take home. So the reason that the federal government set us up to live on a net is because we never knew the law how to stay on the gross. You guys own the W-4 system. It's done in PowerPoint, it's done in PDF, and there's even a video on it. Now you all got the book, the law book, right? Mm-hmm. Who don't have it? The book, the in-home business book, you got it? Mm-hmm. If you don't,
I have a physical book.
Okay. And you have it online? Mm-hmm. Before you leave today, you get it on DVD from me. I've got a bunch of them. I just ain't set them up because you need to know that book. As running the business you have today. So what you got to be careful is when you're talking to people and you're changing this form, the W-4, you got to let them know that you're doing directly and by federal and state law. That form was written not by us, nor me, but on the top of it, it says what? IRS. And they're the ones that made the law. It's just your companies that you work for as a W-2 never give you the whole packet. To prove it, you can go to irs.gov, put in W-4, scroll down, and hit the complete packet. It's actually 16 pages. Because every law is supposed to be provided with you when you get hired, as well as just the 5 pages. Because see, they can print up the 5-page, but they don't give it to you as a W-2 worker. They just give you the form and says, give me your deductions based upon your Social Security number. How many of you ever heard that when you went to work? Well, that's not the law. But because we've never been taught the law, y'all catching me? Yeah. We just go ahead and follow what the job company tells us to do so you can get your paycheck and go to work. But you never thought about how much you're getting robbed. Federal government, state government making millions of dollars off your little old paychecks. And y'all are working on it and living on a net, not the gross. But that W-4, when you're talking to people, you're going to say, look, not only am I changing some numbers here based upon the law, I'm about to put money back in your check. So the next question is to ask them and say, well, are you paid weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly? Do you understand what I'm saying? So in 3 ways. So if you got $100,000 income, right? Out of that $100,000, 2 people bringing in the income. One's a 55, which is the wife, 45, which is the husband. That scenario sounds simple?
Johnson family.
Okay, you know who it is.
Yeah.
So I can use any number and give you the same scenario. But you all have to match and answer by only one scenario. The Johnson family. We prepared it for you. We put it simple, and you can never mess it up. $100,000 is actually $6,000 in taxes. I'm going to prove it. First, we'll do it weekly. Weekly, you get paid still the same amount. Every time you get paid weekly, at the end of that month, it's still going to be $250. So $250 a month times 12 is what? $6,000, am I right? Get the calculators out because you can match me. So now check this out. Some people get paid bi-weekly, right? So on bi-weekly, 250, that's 24 payments in a year, right? So figure that out. That's $6,000. The other payment is 26 every week. I just broke it off for you. Now do monthly. 500 a month times 12 is what? It's $6,000. Am I right? Very short, very simple, and you cannot mess that up. So when you're talking to somebody, you should be able to say, hey, look, I could put, based on your gross year income, this amount of money, bi-weekly, weekly, or monthly, back in your check. Anybody say yes to that? Because everybody needs what?
Money.
Because the net has caused people to get into what? Debt, trouble, credit card debt. So now you're living in an interest rate and your credit scores drop down so low that you're paying 5 times the amount of what you need to be paying just to live. But your gross says you're supposed to be living free. Am I right? So when that's not happening is because we've never been taught the real law. We just go to work for the man and we make the man all their money. But when you own your own business, you work for yourself. So now as being my econ associate, all your money is 100% gross. How come? Anybody know? Yeah, there we go. But you're a debt-free company. And you can do 971 more deductions as being an in-home business than a C corporation can. And that's not the end of it. If you know how to do your tax work, that's called income shifting. If you understand that, I can show you how to write everything off. So what am I doing for you? My econ is showing you how to live on your what? Gross and not your net. Right. But because we're living on our net so much, that means we get in trouble and we get in a struggle. We can't make it. So then we get a credit card. Some of us with a low credit score, we get one for about $500, maybe $1,000, and we start running, and then this is where we really mess up. When you get a credit card, you're only supposed to spend 37% of it.
That's the law, right?
No, it's a guideline, not a law. Right. But it's a guideline to keep you straight. Because anytime you go beyond the 37% of the gross of your credit card, that means that they point rate you. Right. And that point rate is this, 3, 5, or 9. Right. So what that happens is if you're a 9, that means you're maintaining your credit card and paying your bill on time. But if you're a 3, that means you're spending all of it and trying to do catch up. That means you're not liable. You're not trustworthy. Your accountability shows for itself because of how you run your credit card.
I don't know if that's timing, but are you taking